To my dear and loving brother Brian, while I very much appreciate the recent missive you addressed to my personage regarding the unsettling facts upon which you were recently made aware, I regret to inform you that you are either A, completely ignorant and absolutely uninformed, or B, you have finally gone completely fucking mad. Contrary to your mindless and grossly misinformed assertions, no, the Earth is indeed not flat. And yes, climate change is indeed a direct consequence of generations of unchecked devastation committed upon by the environment by a rather significant segment of humanity. A segment of which, I must admit, I unfortunately do belong. And while I took great joy in reading your argument that there is no possible way in which an individual could remain on an object that science purportedly claims to revolve at an estimated rate of roughly 460 meters per second. After all, if that would happen to be true, would we not be hurled into the vast empty depths of space? I continue to be amazed by how shockingly misinformed you happen to be. I must admit, even though I find your beliefs to be morally repugnant and ethically reprehensible, I am rather thankful that your continued insistence that the Earth is flat has no real consequence on the health and well-being of the world at large. All of that being said, what I do find dangerously disgusting is your claim that, quote, you are a brave soul to give yourself up to fairy guidance, unquote. While you may equate scientific certainty with a belief in sorcery and pixie dust, humanity's abject failure and stubborn unwillingness to make the appropriate changes has resulted in, and will continue to result in, catastrophic loss of life, the likes of which were unto unfathomable. And while you may be correct that God will eventually sort things out, I remain gravely convinced that neither you nor I, nor anyone we love, will happen to factor into the equation that Mother Nature relies upon to solve our current predicament. Yes, it may in fact be true that it has been exceptionally cold over the past few days in Grimsby, but I regret to inform you that these sudden and extreme fluctuations in temperature are direct consequences of the phenomenon you so vehemently deny. In conclusion, my dearest brother Brian, I would implore you to reconsider this fatalistic myopism that has managed to permeate all facets of your daily life. And rather than spending endless hours on the Facebooks and the Twitters, open up a fucking book. As always, send my love to Constance and the children. I very much look forward to seeing them at some point in the relatively near future. And Brian, if you do happen to visit Father, would you be so kind as to tell him to go fuck himself? All the best, your loving sister, Tess.